Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Zed. I hope you guys are doing good. Today we are going to review a car that is very common in the Indian market. You can see them going on the road left, right and center, and it's the Mercedes-Benz E-Class E220D. So let's get on with the review. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The Mercedes-Benz E-Class is a car that is an essential part of the lineup by the German brand. It is more cheaper and smaller variant of the S-Class. This car provides a good option for someone who wants to enter the luxury saloon sector. It is a competitor for more sporty cars like BMW 5 Series and Audi A6. Under the hood of this car comes an inline 4-cylinder engine with 192 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Also, this is a BS6 engine, so it is a bit more cleaner in terms of CO2 emission. The interior of the E-Class is dominated with the huge 10.25-inch LCD displays. The display arrangement of this car is the start of the characteristic Mercedes-Benz display that we see in the latest variants. The display on the left is the heart of this car. It is a very crisp and high-resolution screen which helps you to scroll through the host of assists that are present in the car. You can also set the mood for the interior with the interior lighting which spreads throughout the cabin from 64 different colors. The other display on the right is focused for the driver. There are 3 different types of display choices that you get, like Sport, Classic and Progressive. These displays make the car look very futuristic, with especially the Progressive one. Another upgrade of this car is the new generation steering wheel, which comes in with touchpads on both the sides. They are used to control the either sides of the screen respectively. It also hosts the control for the cruise control. There are also paddle shifters present for the person who wants to change gears manually and get a feel of the diesel power of the car. The entire car has wood inlays all around the interior, which makes it look a bit more luxurious than its rivals. The backseat of this car comes in with a tablet that you can use to control the entire car, but that does lag a bit and cannot be removed from its holder. The entire backseat experience of this car is quite good. With the ability of changing the position of the front passenger, you can stretch out as much as you want. With the blinds on all the windows, you can get the privacy that you need and also protect yourself from the sunlight coming into the cabin on hot days. You can also gaze at night sky while traveling due to the panoramic glass sunroof. At night, the interior of this car really comes to life. The driving capabilities of this car are well known to us, but due to the BS6 engine of this car, it is more cleaner than before. So guys, let's take this car for a spin and check out how it drives. So guys, let's take this car for a spin and check out how it drives. I just remove my mask, yeah. So as I put the car into drive, the seat belt has tightened up, and once I lift off the brake, your car just starts to glide around. And in general, the entire, while like few seconds of it driving, it feels very comfortable, and there is very low noise into the cabin, the outside traffic noise and all in general. And the car also feels very smaller as compared, like due to this, even though the size, the length is around 5 meters, while driving it feels a bit lesser in size, and that's a good thing that like anyone can drive it. It's a pretty drivable car, and as I'm driving around in comfort mode, it just glides over bumps if we come away with the speed breaker, and it just goes so smoothly. And being a diesel engine, it rattles a bit but not that much, and so just on some feathering it drives pretty well, though I'm getting a bit of tire noise into the cabin. Yeah, that is there. These are 17-inch tires. It is pretty, there's a lot of rubber to it, but yeah, the thing is the tire noise does come into the cabin. And over here, if I put it into eco mode, right now I'm in eco mode, I'll put comfort, and now sport. If we put and sport plus, the revs automatically go a bit higher. And right now we'll put it again in comfort, because the thing is we are in a pretty traffic area, so we won't accelerate or anything of that sort. And once somebody comes very close to you, the car automatically, the sensor starts and it starts beeping, so it tells you that the car might get scraped from someone. So yeah, you know where the car is, and it directly pops up the animation of the car where the person is. You might be hitting someone, so yeah, it pops it up. And if I see the displays in front of me, they are very crisp, and the animation for the road maps is just second to none. The thing is, Mercedes have nailed how to show maps and all the displays, because the thing is, this is the generation from which these two screens have started. Like in all Mercedes-Benz from this generation, the screens have started, and they've put it into all the new cars, and they just making it better and better and more user-friendly for the person driving as well as for the customers, like the person who is sitting behind, being chauffeur-driven. So yeah, it's pretty good. And the thing is, they are not stagnant at one place. They are just trying to develop it more, making more and more changes, more and more advancements. And I really like it, the way Mercedes-Benz are going ahead with this technology, like the displays, the steering wheels. The steering wheels are also changing. The design of the new one is also pretty futuristic around. And if we put into Sport Plus right now, and if we just accelerate it a bit, the acceleration feel is also very nice if you accelerate it. And the thing is, you have paddle shifters also, you can change the gears manually. And here the 80 km/h speed limit, the warning has come up that I've crossed it. And let's go through this roundabout. It is pretty good. It pulls, the diesel engine has a lot of torque to it, so yeah, let's put it back into comfort mode, because this is not the way this car is meant to be driven. It's a very comfortable car and very nice car, so we'll take it lightly and enjoy. So guys, that's it for my review with the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it, and it's an absolutely brilliant piece of German engineering. I can't fault it whatsoever, and I really loved it while driving over here in the city roads and revving it up to the rev limit of the engine. And it's a very nice car, practical also, with a boot space of 580 liters. It's in general a very nice package, and I loved it. So as always guys, thanks a lot for watching the video. If you liked it, do like it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel. Do follow me on Instagram, and I would like to thank the Autocops Pune for making this video happen. They are a good dealership in Pune. If you want some awesome deals for new cars as well as premium cars, brand new as well as pre-owned, so you can go and check them out. They have some awesome deals, and this car is for sale at their shop in Kalyani, Pune. So if you want, be sure to check that shop out. So as always guys, I'll see you again in the next video. Until the next video, peace.